You are going to die. Not today, probably not tomorrow. But the time between now and that moment is finite, fixed, running out right now. As you watch this video, Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers in Roman history, understood this with a clarity that most human beings spend their entire lives avoiding. And he wrote about it in a series of letters that have survived 2,000 years. Letters so urgent, so honest, and so practically powerful that reading them feels less like ancient philosophy and more like someone grabbing you by the shoulders and shaking you awake. Today, we unlock Seneca's complete philosophy of time and show you exactly what it means for every training session you have ever postponed, every goal you have ever delayed, and every moment of your athletic potential you are allowing to slip past unnoticed. Welcome back to Stoic Athlete, where ancient wisdom meets modern fitness. Seneca wrote his most powerful philosophical work in a series of letters to his friend Lucilius, a collection known as Letters from a Stoic or Epistulae Moralis. The very first letter begins with words that should stop every athlete in their tracks. He wrote, "Ita fac, me Lucili, vindica te tibi." Do this, my Lucilius. Claim yourself for yourself. Claim yourself for yourself. Take back your time from everything and everyone that is consuming it without your conscious permission. Seneca believed that time was the only truly non-renewable resource in human existence. Money lost can be recovered. Health damaged can often be restored. Relationships broken can sometimes be repaired. But time lost is gone forever, without exception, without appeal, without any possibility of recovery. Today, we break down his 5 principles of time philosophy and show you exactly how to apply each one to reclaim your training time and build the athletic life you keep postponing. Seneca wrote the most uncomfortable sentence in the history of time philosophy. He said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a good deal of it." We waste a good deal of it, not. Life is too short. Life is long enough. We are just terrible at using it, he continued. Life is long if you know how to use it. This is not comfort. This is a direct accusation. Life is not too short for your athletic goals. You are wasting the time that would achieve them. Seneca identified 3 specific ways that time gets stolen, and every one of them is as relevant to the modern athlete as it was to a Roman citizen 2,000 years ago. First, it is lost through inattention. You drift through your days without conscious direction. Hours pass in a fog of low-value activity, scrolling, consuming, reacting, without any deliberate investment in what actually matters to you. Second, it is stolen by others. You give your time to other people's priorities, other people's emergencies, other people's entertainment, before you have invested even 1 hour in your own development. Third, it slips away through bad habits. The training session that gets postponed until tomorrow. The tomorrow that becomes next week. The next week that becomes never. For the Stoic athlete, Seneca's first principle is a direct challenge to conduct an honest audit of your time. Where does your time actually go each day? Not where you think it goes. Where it actually goes. Track one full day honestly. Every hour, every activity, every minute spent on your phone, your television, your low-value consumption. Then look at the total hours spent on your athletic development, your training, your recovery, your nutrition preparation, your mental practice. Seneca would say, the gap between those two numbers is the size of the life you are not living. After identifying how time is wasted, Seneca gave his friend Lucilius a direct instruction that every athlete needs to hear. He said, seize every hour. Thus it will come about that you depend less on tomorrow if you lay hands on today. Seize every hour, not plan for future hours, not hope for better conditions. Seize this hour. Right now, for the Stoic athlete, this means one specific practice. Treating your training time as sacred, non-negotiable time that cannot be moved, borrowed, or given away regardless of what competes for it. Most athletes schedule their training the way they schedule optional activities. If everything else gets done and time remains, they train. Training is what happens with whatever time is left over. Seneca would consider this catastrophically backwards. He wrote, omnia aliena sunt, tempus tantum nostrum est. Everything else belongs to others. Time alone is ours. Your training time is yours, not your employer's, not your social obligations, not your entertainment platforms. Yours. Claim it, protect it, schedule it first, before everything else that will compete for it, and then defend it with the same ferocity you would defend anything else you consider genuinely valuable. For the Stoic athlete, the practice is simple and non-negotiable. Your training time goes into your schedule first, every week, before social commitments, before optional work, before entertainment, before anything that is not a genuine non-negotiable obligation. Then it does not move. Seneca gave his philosophical practice that same protection for his entire adult life. Give your training the same. Seneca wrote the sentence that should be tattooed on the wall of every gym in the world. He said, Dum differter vita, transcurrit. While we are postponing, life speeds by. While we are postponing, every athlete has a postponement habit, the specific set of conditions they are waiting for before they begin training seriously. When work calms down, when the kids are older, when I have more energy, when January comes, when summer ends, when I can afford a better gym, when I find the right program, when I feel more motivated. Seneca had one response to every version of this excuse. While you are postponing, life speeds by. The body you could have built this year will not be available next year. It will be 1 year older, 1 year further from peak adaptation capacity, 1 year deeper into the habits and patterns you are trying to change. The athlete you could become by training consistently for the next 12 months does not exist yet, but they are being built or not built right now, in this moment. by the decision you are making about your training today. Seneca also wrote, "Recede in te ipse quantum potes." Withdraw into yourself as much as you can. Stop comparing your timeline to others. Stop waiting for external permission. Stop looking for the right moment. The right moment is a fiction, designed by the part of your mind that prefers comfort to growth. For the Stoic athlete, the anti-postponement practice is a single daily question. What am I postponing in my training right now? And what is the actual cost of that postponement? Name it specifically. Calculate the cost honestly. Then decide. Is the reason for postponement worth that cost? Seneca spent his life watching people postpone the lives they wanted to live until life ran out. Do not let him watch you do the same. Seneca made a distinction about time that most athletes never consider. He said, "Omnia lucili aliena sunt, tempus tantum nostrum est." Collect and save the time which till lately has been forced from you, or filched away, or has merely slipped from your hands. He was not just talking about the quantity of time. He was talking about its quality. Time that is forced from you. Obligations you cannot avoid. This time is genuinely not yours. Time that is filched away. Stolen by low-value activities you choose without thinking. Social media, passive entertainment, mindless consumption. This time is yours, but you are giving it away unconsciously. Time that merely slips. The hours that pass in a fog of vague intention and low-grade distraction. Not stolen by anything specific, just lost to the absence of deliberate direction. For the Stoic athlete, the quality of training time matters as much as its quantity. 1 hour of completely focused, fully present, philosophically grounded training is worth more than 3 hours of distracted, phone-checking, half-committed gym time. The athlete who trains with full presence for 45 minutes. No phone, no social media between sets. Complete focus on every movement, every breath, every rep is extracting more training value from that time than the athlete who spends 2 hours in the gym while also living their entire digital life. Simultaneously, Seneca would say, do not just save your time. Upgrade its quality. Be fully present in every hour you claim for your training, because the time is finite. And the only question is, how much of it you are actually using, versus how much of it is slipping past, while you are technically present, but mentally elsewhere. Seneca's most powerful time principle was the one he lived most personally. He wrote, "Cogita quantum temporis absumpserit." Think of all the time that has been consumed. He was not young when he wrote his letters to Lucilius. He was an old man who had watched decades of Roman life pass, and who wrote with the urgency of someone who understood deeply that the time remaining was finite and precious. He said, "Nusquam et qui ubique et." He who is everywhere is nowhere. The athlete who is always planning to train seriously, but never quite begins. Who is always going to start the program, but keeps finding reasons to delay. who has every intention of becoming disciplined, but somehow never quite gets there. That athlete is everywhere in their intentions and nowhere in their actions. Seneca's final time principle is the most direct and the most urgent. Live as if today matters, because it does, irrevocably, permanently, without any possibility of going back and living it differently. The training session you skip today is gone forever, not postponed, gone. The version of yourself you could have built in that session will never exist. The compound effect of that session's contribution to your long-term development has been permanently removed from your life's total. This is not meant to create anxiety. It is meant to create clarity. You have today. You have this training session. You have this hour that is yours to claim or surrender. Seneca claimed every hour he could for his philosophical practice. For his entire adult life, he wrote letters to Lucilius from his deathbed, still philosophizing, still developing, still refusing to let his remaining time slip past unexamined. Claim your training time with the same urgency, because the Roman philosopher who understood time better than almost anyone in history had one message above all others: you do not have as much of it as you think. Seneca wrote his letters over 2,000 years ago, and they read like they were written this morning. Because the human relationship with time has not changed at all. We still waste it. We still give it away. We still postpone the things that matter while spending our hours on things that do not. Here are Seneca's 5 principles of time for the Stoic athlete. 1. Most of your time is already stolen. Conduct an honest audit. Find where your time actually goes. Then decide what it should go toward instead. 2. Claim your training time as sacred. Schedule it first. Protect it absolutely. Time alone is yours. Treat it accordingly. 3. The cost of postponement is real. While you are postponing, life speeds by. Name what you are delaying. Calculate the real cost. Then stop delaying. 4. Upgrade the quality of your time. Full presence in every training session. No phone, no distraction. Complete focus on every rep. Quality matters as much as quantity. 5. Live as if today matters, because it does. The training session you skip today is gone forever. Claim this hour. Use it completely. Then claim the next one. Seneca used every hour he had. He wrote philosophy until the end of his life. He never stopped developing. He never stopped claiming his time. You have today. What are you going to do with it? This is Stoic athlete. Train your body. Master your mind. Claim your time. Subscribe for a new video every week. Seneca is waiting.